What is up, guys? Week 9 predictions are here. I am 22-14 on the season, going 3-2 last week. Had a little bit of a rough week at the end with Stanford losing to Arizona State, who is a surprisingly good team after that miracle Hail Mary win against USC a couple weeks ago. So we'll have to see how that plays out down the road. I got 5 picks again this week. 2 of them I think are little gimmies, so I might be cheating a little bit. The other 3 I've actually spent some research time on, which I never do. I normally just look at the matchups, recall what I've seen, and kind of just pick and just hope it works out. I mean, a little bit here goes here and there with locks and luck a little bit, as I mentioned last week, but we'll have to see how I roll on this week. So we're going to start out with my Michigan Wolverines at number 8, Michigan State University. Now, I agree. This game will not be a game. The closest it will be 0-0 at kickoff. The key number that I'm going for is the Michigan plus 17. Now, I don't do the cover, the over-under things. That's just idiotic. Any man can do that, say, oh yeah, if you give this team 25 points, they'll win the game. No. I pick them straight out, but in this case, I wanted to pick a Michigan game. It's going to be the last game I pick. It's also big because if Brady Hoke does not keep this within that 17 time frame, I think that it goes downhill very quickly for him, and I think it could get him fired after this week. But I am saying this is a blowout in favor of Michigan State. They don't even cover. Michigan doesn't even cover. 45-10. That's right. Give them 35 points. All right, next I got number 22 West Virginia at Oklahoma State. This is a big game because they're both 3-1. They're both in position to win the Big 12. I like West Virginia in this game. They impressed me against Baylor. They kept the game close. They beat Baylor. They kept the game close against Oklahoma. They almost beat Alabama if they could catch. I like that kid White on the outside. I like Clint Trickett, as I've said all season from week 1. I like West Virginia in this game by a touchdown, 31-24. Number 3, Ole Miss at LSU in primetime. LSU, last time they had a primetime game against a big Mississippi school, they lost. The dog's in here. They lost. They're going to lose again. I am on the Ole Miss bandwagon. University of Mississippi rolls in this one. I like their Landshark defense. I like it a lot. It is going to be 28-14. Next, we got number 20 USC at number 19 Utah. Utah has been a sneaky team ever since they beat Michigan. I like USC, though. Every single time I pick them to lose, they win. What's the deal with that? So, I'm going to go opposite. USC wins by field goal, 31-28. And finally, number 1 Mississippi State at Kentucky. I like this. I want to pick this game for one reason. Mississippi State's coming off that big win against Auburn, okay? And then they had a bye week. How do they respond off the bye week? I think they respond big. I like them to beat up on Kentucky, who's better than most people think. They took Florida. They lost to LSU last week, but something about that game just didn't seem right to me anyway. I like Mississippi State in this one big, like 10-30, like 35-10, something like that. I think Dak Prescott is on his way to a Heisman, and the showdown between Mississippi State and Ole Miss, it's going to be the one for the century. It could be number 1 versus number 2. We'll see how I do next week in Week 10 predictions. For now, signing off. Subscribe and leave a comment below.